Hello YouTube, and welcome to another tutorial about creating a fillable form using Adobe Acrobat. In another way, creating a fillable form in a PDF form. In a PDF form. In previous videos, I explained how to create a fillable form using Word 2011 for Mac and also Google Docs. In this video, I'm gonna give very quick tips about how to create a fillable form from scratch on Adobe Acrobat without the need to import from a scanner or from an already existing form. To start, and a first suggestion is import one empty PDF page from a Word document and then open it in Adobe Acrobat. Not Adobe Reader, Adobe Acrobat, because Adobe Acrobat is the one that enables creating a form. And then you go to Tools. From Tools, we need two sections. We need the content and we need the forms. Forms is to create and edit our forms, and the content is to add the text, because the text we cannot really add or edit using the form section. So we start here and we type, for example, form sample. I will just type randomly first name. I will add a star next to that, and then we go first name, and then we go last name. Sorry. Last name. I will go for age. Let's see, this is in the way, and then we go sex, and then we go country. Of course, I mean, this is just a quick example to show you how you can do it. If you want to increase the font, then choose the font, change the font. For example, the title, let's choose something. Okay, and then let's increase the font, or you can do it from here, down, up. I think 24 is the maximum. Anyhow, and then they are random, of course. Then we click to select object, and then we align them the way we want. Yeah, this is because I clicked enter. And then last name, I will leave some space, so then we have it. Okay, age is very small, so I will just go down, age, and then sex, and then last country. Oh, let's just add the feedback. Feedback. Yeah, this has to come down to 18, 16, and select, and then put it in. So we've done this one in the content. I will go back to the big form. It doesn't look good, but I will show you how can you make it better in the third or second suggestion. And then we close the content, and then we open the form. We don't really create a form, and this is when you're gonna have to import a form. Let's click on edit country. There is no field. We know that there is no field. Do you want Adobe to detect any field from you? No, we don't need that, because we're gonna create our own field. So this is the form creating part, and then we start. That first name, this is a text, and then I can go either from here is my options, or from here by clicking this drop down menu and then text field, and then in front of first name I click, and then it will appear. Require field, of course I can, then I tick required. Now what can I do here is text one, and then I can add, for example, first name, and that will appear here in order to guide the writing. If you want to change the properties for this, you can double click on it, and here it comes, and here is the property section when there is the name of the field, and also it will appear here in the drop down menu. And you can appearance, you can change whatever you want. This is alignment, and these actions that I'm not really familiar with, but I guess I only use appearance, general, and option if I wanted to have a certain alignment. Let's make it to the right, and okay, no, it did not change to the right. Okay, then let's continue anyway, doing this to the last name. Again, required field, double click, or you can click on that. Let's not go for appearance, let's go for the name here, and then we go last name. Required, then you can tick in and off required here, and then we said close. Age, let's say age we needed from a drop down menu when they can our list box, so they can actually choose from certain age range. We type age, double click, age, appearance, and then we go to options, and then we have item. For example, I want it to be from 28, add 29, add 30, add 31, add 32, add. Of course you can change which one here. For example, I can go for item, choose age, and then add, and I want it to go to be the first, but not really necessary, so I can just delete that. Yeah, you can choose multiple options and so on. So you close that. Okay, so this is how this will look. We're gonna see in a minute in the preview here. Let me just do the 6, and then we go 6. It should be radio option. So we have here choice 1. Okay, let's go this, double click, appearance, options, and then we go for male, and you can change the circle, cross, or check. Let's make it cross, and then close, and then we go for a second one, and this is gonna be option 2. I forgot to write male and female, but I'm sure you can do that later on with the content editing. And then let's go, double click, and then circle 2 should be female. Okay, now we go, another is how to drop down menu, countries. Okay, that's a required field. For example, if you drop down menu, options, like let's say UK, add USA, add I don't know, Egypt, add, then choose a country, add, and make it up so it can be the first field. And feedback, also should be a text. Oh, sorry, a text, but we need to change the properties of this text in order to be options. Let's see, if they want to write, then they can limit to 500 characters, and okay, and then I just can. Okay, it doesn't look very pretty, but let's see how it will work. So this is the form. The name should be added here, but there is no edges, so you can't really tell when you're writing. We can choose that. This is the age that you can choose, and then sex, male or female. So you have, when you add the radio, choose, and then choose a country. Of course, you have to make them bigger, USA or something. Feedback is also when you have to write. But we go back to editing, and we double click, we go to appearance, border colors, let's go black, medium, fill color, let's say gray, let's go for solid. Okay, close, and here as well, double click, appearance, and then black, and medium or thin. Let's go thin here. What we can do here, we can expand this one, of course. No, choose. Okay, let's just see how it's gonna look like. Yeah, it doesn't really look pretty, but it's we changed this one from left to right. We need to go back to edit, double click, options, and we need to start from the left. Okay, close, and this one. So when we go preview and click and start from the left. So in a way, this is a very short way how to create a form. Of course, if you spend more time on it, it should look much better, and so on. So the second option that I really have is to write in a Word file all the sentences and words that you need, and then you go to, for forms, you go to content and edit. No, it's not being edited. Object editing, and then you can actually change the font. Sorry, not the font. You can change the arrangement of the objects, and for example, you can add lines. You can add your logo. You can add space between them. You can add your own line. Of course, that depends on what do you save on your file, from your Word file, which can make it just easy to arrange. And then when you finish editing from here, you can go to forms and you can click on editing, and no, you don't want to detect any for you, because you are the one who's going to be doing that. And then you start doing the same thing by adding fields and so on. And if you want to have more complicated design, I'm sorry, I have a very ugly design here, but if you want to have more complicated, you can actually have in an InDesign you design whatever you want. You just leave a blank for the or spaces for the fields that you want to add, and then go to tools and forms and directly to edit. No, you don't want to detect any files for you, and then add fields, and then it will be just filling the gaps that you already created. And here now you go to options, appearance, you want it with a line and so on. So let me just do this very quickly. Of course, a better design will be much better planned. So you can, for example, first name need to be required, so you just go to options and general and then click required and so on. 6 has to be radio button, so we go here and choose 1, and then we go again to of course again here I forgot to add male and female, same age, list menu. Of course then you can go add whatever you want, and when you finish filling the gap from your own original design, then you can of course check how it looks like, and then you can save it. And this should be the form that you just created. I hope that was useful, and please, if you have any comments or feedback on this method, how to create a fillable form using PDF or Adobe Acrobat, don't hesitate to write your opinion on or your method in the comment below.